everybody, it's Margaret with Texas Gal Treasures, and look, what do you think? I got it cut. I am donating my hair. I went and got it cut off to donate, and at first I thought I was going to donate to Locks of Love, but then I've heard some things like they charge for their wigs, so I'm looking at a couple other groups like Wigs for Kids, and I think Pantene has a hair donation program as well. So yeah, I did that today. That was cool. So anyway, it's like super sassy and fun, and so yay! But anyway, that's not why I'm here to talk to you. It's that time. Oh yeah, it's that time. Time for $240 worth of pudding. Oh yeah. And gosh, I hope you know what I'm talking about, because if you don't, I'm gonna put a link to it in the description below because it's hilarious. If you've ever seen The State, it's an old show, kind of like a variety type show, like Kids in the Hall. Yeah, that was a good sketch. Anyway, moving on, but it is that time for the weekly sales report. Here we go. So once again, as you guys know, probably, maybe, I have not been listing in a little while because I have been cleaning up my listings and my workroom. So it sounds like a lot, but I still have about 50 more listings to go. But when you start with 500 listings, and I literally want to put my eyes on it, I want to see exactly where it is, make sure it's there, make sure there's no errors in my listing. So working through 500 items takes some time, and luckily I have the time to do that. But some things have sold. So these are the things that have sold in the last week. I haven't had a lot of sales. I think there are 6 sales, and they were all on Etsy. So those of you that are not sure about getting into Etsy and your sales are better on eBay, my eBay sales have been none this week. But I know there's a lot of back and forth about, do you have to list to get higher up in the rank, the search engine and stuff. I don't know. I find when I'm listing, I do have more sales, whether it's newly listed or older listed, but whatever it is, that's the way it goes. So here are the things that have sold this week on Etsy. I'm looking at me, and I should be looking at you on Etsy. So here it comes. So here I've got this silver tone hinged bangle bracelet, and it sold, let's see, I picked it up in the lot, and so it all averaged out. This averaged out to be $2.83. I charged $15 for it and $4 for shipping, so the total they paid was $19. And after shipping and fees, I profited $12.58. Next, this was in a lot of vintage postcards that I bought, and this was early on in my reselling career. I don't know why I've been doing quotes lately, career, but early on in my reselling journey, I picked up at a garage sale, the lady was selling, it was a bag of old, Italian postcards, and I can't remember how many were in there, a lot. And she wanted $10 for it, and I thought, man, that's crazy, $10 for some old postcards, because I didn't know anything about it at the time. And so she finally was like, okay, $8. And I was like, okay, fine, gouge me, lady. But it turns out I would have been fine paying the 10, probably. But yeah, I'm frugal is the word. I'm frugal with my money. So anyway, they all ended up averaging out to being about 20 cents a piece. And so there were 8 in this lot that I sold. And this lot sold for $24.99, and $3.50 for shipping was charged. So everything, my profit after fees and everything, was $22.68. I wouldn't argue with her the next time if I found them again. And here, I've shown these to you a couple of times in my haul videos. I always pick these up. These funky accordion. I mean, I can't remember. This is the one I picked up at an estate sale. I was at an estate sale, and it was like pretty cleaned out. And I was walking out through the garage, and there were 2 of these hanging up, like still nailed to the wall in the garage. And I got the lady, I was like, will you sell me those? And she was like, okay. And so pulled them down off the wall, $1 a piece. Wait, I think this was $2. $2. I got another one at thrift store for $2. You can pick them up cheap too. Couple, $1 to $2, $3, and then they sell pretty good. So this one sold, where did you go? This one sold for $30. Here we are. Let me scoot you down. Sorry, I've got to expand this and make sure I'm reading the right thing. Yeah, there it is. So this one sold for $30, and I charged free shipping. This was when I was going back and forth on my, let me fix all that, whether or not to do free shipping on Etsy. And I think I'm going back to the old way, and I'm not going to be doing free shipping on my listings anymore. I may keep the ones that are there that I've already have for free listings, unless I have time to go back and fix them. I don't know. But anything I list that's new, I won't do free shipping on Etsy because you don't get the same price. They do their fees and things differently. Let's just put it that way. Anyway, so after fees and shipping and everything on this, I profited $17.34. So, like I say, if you see these out there, pick them up because they sell. Next is this really cool, I couldn't tell if it was a sponge holder or a luminary or what, but when I picked it up at the garage sale, I mean, it was crusty. I mean, it looked like they had, I don't know, used it as a planter or something because it had dirt and grime and yucky yuck. Ugh. Anyway, but I could see how cool it was from afar, just cleaned it up and took some pictures. And this one was pretty recent. I got it just maybe a month ago or so. And this one sold for $49.99, and they were charged shipping of $6. It cost a little bit more to ship than I expected, and then so my profit was $43.85 on this pretty baby that I picked up for $1, all crusty and gross. And then next, this is one of my grandmother's dolls. She was a doll collector, and this is Amy from Little Women, and so it cost me $0 to purchase her, and she sold for $30 with $12 shipping included, on top of that. And then, so my profit on Amy was $31.88. So here, I'm going to show you the numbers, the final crunch. So this week, again, it was not too bad. Because some of the higher ticket items, larger return on investment type of deal. So it was pretty good. $128.33. Sorry. I sprayed myself with perfume right before this, and apparently I'm having a little issue with it. Okay, anyway, TMI, whatever. Move on. Profit after fees and everything was $128.33. The average per item was $25.66. And so that's how the week was. So I can't complain because, as I said, I haven't really been listing a lot of new items lately. And so any money on top of my efforts in that realm is great in my books. Yes, my goal is to make more than that a week. What did I do last week? Let's look. Last week, it was 157. The week before, 109. So, hey, these are the weeks that I haven't really done a whole lot of work at home because I've been, working, but not. This was the week before. About $200. You can see here is like doing way better and then slowly tapering off as I haven't been listing things. So those are my numbers. I hope your numbers are going great. And I was thinking about this. Tell me what you think. I was thinking about doing a video sharing like my bread and butter items, things that I pick up all the time, like those hooks. Like, who thinks about picking up those accordion hooks? But hey, that's like $17 profit right there. That's a nice chunk of change for not a whole lot of, we don't have to knock the dust off of it, and that's about it. Take some pictures. But I was thinking about doing like my top 5 bread and butter type pickups that I always pick up when I see them, that do really well, that, I don't know, just for fun. And then maybe my top 5 ever finds. Just, I don't know. I think it'd be fun. I love seeing, I watch tons of other channels, and I love seeing what kind of things people buy, what kind of things people sell, what works for them. It gives me ideas. And, like with the clothing, I started doing it, and then I don't like taking the pictures and doing all the measurements. It just seems like, but there's some really great returns on investment for sure with the clothing. But I still love watching those videos and seeing what brands people are picking up and selling and what they're going for. So super cool. And what else? Like some of the girls, like Planet Alyssa, Thrifty Teresa, and they pick up these baby books and these scrapbook type things, and they've been selling those. I'm like, man, I would not have ever thought to pick those up because just don't. I don't know. So anyway, tell me what you think. Would you enjoy seeing a video of like top 5 Margaret's bread and butter pickups that when she's out and about, or top 5 best ever sales? Let me know what you think. Yeah, what do you think about the hair? I like it. Actually, this is kind of like the hairstyle I had most of the time when I was in high school and college. I kept it pretty short. Anyway, and tell me what you think about Barry and Levon. Barry, Sagittarius. Down below. Super silly. Don't expect anything like serious because it's not at all. $240 worth of pudding right there. So, crazy video. I think it's the barometric pressure. We're getting this like tropical threat coming our way. Stop me. Listen to me. I'm just winding me up and set me off. So I'm going to draw it closed. Make sure to like and subscribe. Leave me a comment down below. Find me on Facebook at Texas Gal Treasures and on Twitter at TX Gal Treasures. And I will talk to you later. Make sure you go out and enjoy yourselves, everybody. I definitely am. Bye.